Now, when one decides to bring change to his life, if you decide to drop everything at once, that might shock your system and is most likely for you to relapse. If you try to add a lot of good habits all of a sudden and all at once, that might be too heavy for you to carry. That's why when it comes to change, change happens in stages and stages and by small, small, and small. You know? Now, the only way to know how far you've gone, A, is by you looking back at your life and compare yourself to the person you were yesterday. And B, is to distract your normal. Is to take a break from your life routine and go do something new, like traveling, guys. Come to think about it, traveling is so necessary for elevation. You know what I mean? Now the last month, I've been moving at 100 miles an hour, experienced all different emotions. It was so wonderful and so like out of my comfort zone at times. I felt all the emotion that I could feel. Funny enough, I can't think about it. In the month and a half that I've been away, it's like I've learned a lot of things, especially about myself. You know what I'm saying? Now the thing about this time of the year, guys, is like everybody's thinking about the resolution. You know what I mean? And Chosen, let me tell you something. Everybody is trying to do what you've been doing. You know what I mean? If change was supposed to happen for you in 2013, which means you would have to prepare earlier. Some of you the last 2-3 years, and some of you even before. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you something, Chosen, once. You've changed so much. It's astonishing, guys. Seriously speaking. Me personally, this guy I was riding with, he looks at me and tells me, Abdullah, you've changed so much. It needs investigation. He says to me with his broken English. You know what I'm saying, guys? As the first video for 2023, Chosen ones, let's start out with the bank. And what is the bank? The bank, guys, is pointing out the obvious and say, Chosen ones have changed so much. Chosen ones have changed so much is astonishing. And guess what else? Chosen ones have changed so much. Chosen, they can't believe you. Guys, it's been a minute. How you doing? Yeah. Oh, hello, beautiful people of the world. This is Lula, and welcome to Awaken the Ego Within. Chosen ones, if you haven't subscribed by now, you're missing out. Check me out on Insta at Awaken the Ego. The link is on the channel. Yeah, guess who's back, guys? It's been a minute. Did you guys miss me? Yeah, I missed you guys as well. You know what I'm saying? For the month and a half, I've been on the road, guys. You know, I've been learning. I've been doing different things. And most importantly, guys, I've been seeing myself in different situations. You know what I mean? Now, the thing about traveling, guys, it really rocks you out of your chair. You know what I mean? The first thing is obviously the culture shock. Even though I'm African, but I've been living away for so long, it shook me. And I've experienced all the emotion, guys, all wrapped up into one. You know what I mean? I had a wonderful experience. Did some things, you know what I mean, that really took my breath away. At the same time, it was challenging also. That's why, guys, Traveling is so necessary for elevation, guys. You know what I'm saying? But funny enough, when I was observing myself in many situations, guys, it's like me, but it's not me. And this other guy says to me, Lula, man, this time you did not enjoy. But I'm thinking I'm enjoying, but my idea of enjoyment is different than before. You know what I mean? Funny enough, all the things that I used to love, it's like now I hate it. You chosen ones. You know what I'm talking about, guys. And let me tell you now, chosen ones, you have changed so much, many people can't even recognize you. Some you even look changed physically. And let me tell you now, it's part of the plan. Let me tell you now, guys, it's God's will. You know what I mean? Back when I felt like my time was approaching, guys, to awaken, you know what I mean? In order for me to finally awaken to the person I was so supposed to be, guys, at that time, I was a little worried that I was entertaining the devil so much. I was so worried that this thing had a hold of me. And I just said, Lord, just give me the strength. As soon as I said that, I felt a voice within me said, from now on, guys, from now on, then it's like you've been freed from the shackle that has trapped you for so long. You know what I mean? And I've been on change ever since then. But now looking at myself, looking at doing the same thing that I was doing, some things that are even on top of my priority, now I've changed so much. Astonishing. You know what I'm saying? In this new season, guys, 2023, let me tell you now, this is a year of change. We're going to bring back Obama's slogan for 2008 to 2023. This is our special change time, chosen ones for the change, guys. You know what I mean? Now, this video is like a video of a New Year's resolution, but for the chosen one. You know what I'm saying, guys? The thing about the chosen ones is like we operate so differently. You know what I mean? Since we are so realistic, the thing about a lot of people is like, they say, oh, I want to start what I'm going to start on the 1st of January. Guys, that's not how it goes. You know what I mean? Everything happens stages, and everything happens small and small and small. You know what I mean? Especially through the pandemic. Many of you chosen ones have been living your best life ever since then. You know what I mean? For those of you who have kept it up until now, guys, your change is so astonishing. And guess what? People that used to know you don't even know you anymore. Well, they might recognize your face, but they can't believe it's you, guys. You know what I'm saying? Seriously speaking. How is this even possible? First thing first, guys, chosen ones have been living with new emotion. Yeah. In order for you to change, guys, you got to introduce new emotion to your chemistry. But guess what? Now, that emotion that you feel has to be greater than the things that you want to change. You know what I'm saying, guys? If that is not greater, then the things that you want to change will always end up winning. You know what I mean? That is why, guys, as soon as you begin to lead your life with new emotions, you know what I mean? You'll begin to feel brand new. You know what I mean, guys? And now the change will come because this feeling, guys, triumphs the feeling that you want to change about yourself. Like I said, guys, but everything happens gradually. The thing about a lot of people is like, they want to change like things about themselves without having a new feeling, without having a new identity, guys. Let me tell you something that is impossible. That is impossible, guys. You know what I mean? That is why, for many chosen ones, dark night of the soul, guys, is like a new beginning. You know what I mean? Some of you might even look at that day and mark it as your birthday. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because it is the season or the time of your life where you began to live your life with new emotion. You know what I mean? Now, since you've been living with this new emotion, you kept up this new emotion, and guess what? Your change is so astonishing. But now the funny thing about this, like guys, is like when you live in your life, doing things, improving, upgrading, you know what I mean? Especially a lot of you in isolation, a lot of you guys alone doing these things, you have no idea how far you traveled unless you turn around and have a look to the person that you were. Or, guys, disrupt your daily routine and do something that puts you out of comfort zone. And you're gonna say, wow, I've changed so much. It's astonishing. You're gonna say, I've changed so much, my enemies cannot believe me. You know what I'm saying, guys? The second reason, chosen one, why is your change so astonishing? You know what I'm saying, guys? Why is it that people that used to know you, your family, your friends, can no longer believe you anymore? Yeah, it's you. You walk the same. You kind of look the same, but it's not you. You behave completely different. You are different, guys. And guess what? And God did it, guys. Seriously speaking, there is some places that I've been at. It really shocked me. You know what I mean? I was not really interested in doing the things that I was doing. Guess why? That is because chosen ones have given back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Chosen ones are not entertaining the world anymore. Chosen ones have seen the truth behind the veil, guys. And guess what? Chosen ones have seen these spirits or this Babylon or this matrix for what it is, guys. You know what I mean? Now there was a time where we believed everything will be okay, you know. But now, guys, we are in a season where we operate our lives with knowledge. Yeah, and most importantly, guys, knowledge of self. And chosen ones have given back what belongs to Caesar. Therefore, the world has no hold on the chosen one. That is why people cannot believe you, chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? Now, what is the next reason that makes you change so astonishing, guys? When people see you, they cannot believe you. People admire you all over because you did what they wished to do. You know what I mean? Chosen ones have let go of the energies that was dragging them down. Let me tell you the significance of this thing, guys. You know what I mean? Let me tell you now, there's nothing that will weaken you spiritually more than a bad energy around you. The moment, guys, you have a courage, you know what I mean, to disconnect with anybody that's not vibrating, you know, on the same level as you guys, understand your change is just around the corner. And funny enough, after some time, you're gonna realize all along is these low energies that have been holding you, you know, they've been like trying to stick onto you, try to, you know, make you remain on ground zero, chosen ones. And in this awakening, chosen, you have seen who they are, you have accepted who they are, guys, and finally, you have separated yourself from these low entities. That is why, guys, your change is so wonderful. You know what I mean? Guys, you have no idea how some people has been set into your life to destroy your life. You know what I mean? Once you're working to this fact, guys, you know what I mean? Separate yourself from these entities. You'll be so amazed, you know what I mean? How fast your change comes. You know what I'm saying? Now, the last reason, chosen ones, how is it that your change is so astonishing? You know what I mean? People talk about you. People cannot believe. Funny enough, you know the thing that happened with me was that this like cat thing that people from East Africa like chewing. The first night I used to love this plant like crazy because it gives you like a really high stimulant. But now the first day I'd gotten there, I eat this thing and it begins to have an opposite effect on me. Why? Because I'm living with a different feeling. And this other lady tells me, just don't force yourself anymore because these things clearly did not go with you because you have changed so much. Why is this so, chosen one? The last reason that is because you are being programmed for success, guys. Straight up. After this new awakening, chosen ones, you cannot fail if you tried. Seriously speaking. You know what I mean? Now, the thing about reality, guys, is like reality never bends for anyone, but you have to bend towards reality in order for you to make things work. Meaning that in order for you to do things you never did, you have to become the person you never were, guys. Now, since you have changed so much, and most importantly, a lot of you are so happy to just sit by yourself and figure your things out, guys. You know what I mean? Now, you're programmed for success. Now, all the people that I see you guys, they can already see that it's just a matter of time before, guys, you'll get what's coming to you if you keep this up. You know what I'm saying, guys? And it's a wonderful thing. And it's God's plan. You know what I'm saying? Guys, I'm back now regularly. We're just gonna keep this channel just the way we've been doing. 5 days a week, guys, from Tuesday to Friday, and then Saturday off. And then Sunday motivation. Yeah, I miss doing those videos, like frequency videos. But this last month and a half, guys, has been a wonderful learning experience for me. Chosen ones, I've got an amazing plan for this channel, guys. And like always, thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Like this video, subscribe to this channel. Until your next video, God bless and take care, guys. Yes.